Hey everybody, and welcome to this SketchUp for Schools tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at how to utilize materials to give a nice certain aesthetic for your creation. Now the first thing we have to do is take away our nameless, faceless friend here named Craig. Sorry Craig, goodbye. I love your shirt and ascot, but farewell my friend. So we've deleted him out of existence, and what we can do at this point is begin our creation. So we're just going to try and create just a nice simple park scene. So the first thing that we're going to do for a park is create a square base. So we've taken our rectangle tool, apparently mess up in how we view everything. That happens from time to time. And let's go ahead and take that rectangle tool again. Yep. And let's just grab out a random size shape. I'm okay with whatever size shape. And we're going to give our shape a little bit of depth here. So we're just going to raise it up using our push-pull tool just a little bit. So we have some nice depth, and we can start creating more. So we have our block here. And this was like our basic template for what we're going to create now. So first thing that we're going to want to do is let's not add materials, but let's add, we're going to create a nice little picket fence in the background here. I think that'll look kind of pretty. So to do that, we're going to take our pencil tool here. We're just going to raise that up, and let's raise it up to a standard height for a fence, 6 feet. And then we'll take our rectangle tool and connect it. So I've clicked one point and I drag it to the next point. Now you might be going, but Mr. Van, that's weird. That's not what fences look like. And that's correct. I want to show you how we can make our fence look like a fence with pretty much no effort, which is great because, well, let's face it, we're all a little lazy, and it seems like designing a picket fence, one picket fence at a time, and copying and pasting and doing all sorts of stuff would be tedious. So on our right-hand side, we're going to select the object called Materials. It's a little box. Then it looks like it has like some colored end boxes on it. You can see we're given these standard colors here. What I actually want is if you click here where the search icon is, you can see that we're given all sorts of options here. So landscaping, fencing, and vegetation is what I'm looking for. And, you know, let's create this as what a standard wooden fence would look like. So I've selected that one, and bam. Oh no, it went upside down. So if it goes upside down, flip around your object, and you wanna there. Oh, it's still not doing it. Now Mr. Van is sad. So in that case, if something like that is happening, let's just go ahead. I'm going to delete that, and let's add this again. And potentially, maybe it's just an issue with the model material itself. So in this case, we're up here. I've selected this, drop it into place. And it is in fact an issue with the model material because it's reading off of the height of that. That's what just happened. So sometimes you have to problem solve these things. So I dragged up. That wasn't a good idea. So instead I've undone that. I'm dragging it down because I want this to be my base height here. And let's go ahead, do my line tool. Go up again. We'll do 6 feet, right? And drag my box out like that, grab this material, and oh boy, look at that. What a fanciful looking fence I have just made. How great is that? So now, say I want to add grass here, and I've just added some nice grass. But let's say we're not done yet. Maybe we want to make a small sand pit over in this park. So here, I'm just making a box of random size, and then we'll zoom in on it. That was zoom extents. I wanted my zoom like this. There we go. And grab our tape measure tool. Got to make a nice little equilateral area for it. So we'll say, what, it's 1 foot from each side. Like that. And make our nice little boxy here. Yay, boxy, yay. Go up. Drag this up a little bit, and you can see now it's also pulling up the texture when we do that. I don't want that, and I think this is going to actually look good because it's going to create a nice wood looking area on here. So you can see I'm going around to each side. selecting wood, and then selecting my top side as wood here. And also the insides need to be wood. So now that I have that going on for me, I can push-pull up the centerpiece just a little bit. And let's see if we can find a nice, like, gravel or sand. Fencing vegetation. So here I have this. I think that's a good looking sand, little pebble color. And we can see now it's made. Yippee! So if I zoom back, I can see, wow, look at that. I have a backyard or playground area. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But we have the ability to start adding and creating things. Now, this is where I might make the recommendation of hold off on doing your aesthetics and coloring things until you get it all set up how you want, or you've created the models how you want. Because say I want to make a little cottage here, right? So if I make a little cottage, there's my square base for the cottage, and I raise it up. Now I have a grass cottage, and that looks a little weird. Like, really, it looks weird. I don't like it. That's why if you were to, and I'm just going to Control Z till we get back to a blank base, that way if you go here, and then you were to make your little cottage, and then you dropped your grass into place, right, it's still maintaining that that looks like the blank template that you then want to decorate. There are some other great things in here. So for instance, if you wanted to make this water, you can have water with reflection or water with pebbles, like cool stuff if you were to make be making a swimming pool. Or there is just kind of generic wood here, like if you're doing the inside of a house, you can do wood flooring. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, that's kind of awful looking. We have stone, if you want to make everything marble. Or my personal favorite, which is one that we always need to keep in mind when we're building out houses, for instance, is our windows. Now we do have like a generic like see-through shape like that, or you can do this one that has clouds, which is cool. Or if you're going for the more architectural look, this one actually is just see-through, but that's it. Here's some glass like that. Here's some static. There's some shiny glass. Kind of looks weird. But as you can see, we have all sorts of options on what we want to use. Isn't that cool? I actually like this. You can play around with these if you were to be making a parking lot. Got some asphalt. That always looks good. Or if you want to do some Berber carpet like that, you always have that option. Now the other cool thing, again, when you're making homes, you can add a roofing material. And the roofing material actually looks pretty good. Looks like roofing material. Feel free to play around with these. You can either create a simple box or you can create a playground like this. But yeah, just play around. See how each of the materials work. See which ones you like, which ones you don't like. Because it's all up to you, right? You're the one making the choice for your own designs. Maybe I want to make a large pebble house. That looks dumb. Anyways, if you have any questions on this, please make sure to ask if you're watching this in class. Or, on the other hand, if you're watching this on YouTube, first off, heckin' thanks for watching this video on YouTube. Super cool of you. And, you know what? Thanks for watching.